Good morning, students. Today we are going to start uh, Unit 3rd, Section C. The poem is there. Home they brought her warrior dead. That is the poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson. So, students, here in this poem, we are supposed to uh, commemorate the Indian soldier's sacrifice. Listen, on Independence Day, Republic Day, uh, some of the tributes used to be paid to the Indian soldiers who died defending their country. And in this poem is also the same kind of description is there. We are going to start from the first stanza. Home they brought her warrior dead. See no swooned nor uttered cry. All her maidens watching sad. She must weep or she will die. And throughout these lines, the speaker describes the reactions of a woman when her dead husband was brought back to her. Her grief is so overwhelming, she cannot even cry. She didn't faint or swoon or make even a noise. The crucial situation has been shown here. Her friends watched her and they became worried about her because she seemed not to grieve properly. They thought she might die if she did not weep as she should. They believed that if this woman did not grieve, the pain she refused to let out would eventually kill her. Gradually and eventually, it would kill her. Throughout the second stanza, then they praised him soft and low. Here in this stanza, as in many instances of death, the people around the dead man praised him. They talked about his life, about the good and he did, good and the tasks he did. They called him worthy to be loved, and they talked about the kind of friend he was to them. They called him true and noble, yet as the people around her grieved and spoke memories. The wife of the dead man could not speak or move. She remained still. No one knew what was going in her mind, but she seemed to be in a state of shock. No amount of reminiscences seemed to bring tears to the widow's eyes. She was yet unmoved. Perhaps she was unable to accept the death, even as those around her spoke of him and paid tribute to his memory. The people around her are not sure why the woman refuses to show emotions, but they surrounded her with words of praise for her husband, hoping to break her out of her shock so that they might be there to comfort her. Stole a maiden from her place, lightly to the warrior stepped, took the face cloth from the face. Yet she neither moved nor wept. Throughout these lines, here Alfred Lord Tennyson wants to explain as the woman still refuses to grieve. One of the young women present walks up to the dead man and removes the cloth that was covering the face of the dead man. Perhaps she thought that his wife was unable to grieve because she still could not believe and she was not in the situation to accept that this dead man was her husband. The people around the widow clearly believed that the women ought to grieve, thus, because she will not show any sign of grief. When the people speak of him, this particular friend shows her the face of her late husband, hoping that This will help the women to break out of her state of shock and be able to grieve properly. Then rose a nurse of 90 years, set his child upon her knees, like summer tempest came her tears. Sweet my child, I live for thee. And with this last stanza, what has been shown here? With this stanza, they brought the warrior dead, and the speaker finally reveals to the readers the reason of the widow's silence. She has not been unfeeling or careless of her husband's death. She has not even been in the shock or disbelief like the people around her thought. Rather, she has been paralyzed with the fear. She did not think about her own pain. Rather, she thought of the poor child. It was not until she saw the child's nurse sit the child upon her knees that she burst forth in uncontrollable tears that came like a summer tempest, and she cried out, Sweet my child, I live for thee, I live for thee. So, throughout this poem, what has been shown there? It has been shown she determined herself to live for her child and to shield and protect the child, even though the child no longer had a father. Then she was able to think about her own loss and let out her grief in the tears. So it is the poem here. Father's loss has been fully explained, and how a poor woman suffer after the death of her husband has been also shown there throughout this poem. So I hope you all have just enjoyed this reading, and you have to write the word bank of the same poem. You have to go through the poem once more, and then you have to just read out it once more. So goodbye, have a nice day, students.